Suppose I ask you a question: when was the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, born? You will say, okay, I remember he was assassinated in the time when our country was independent, was celebrating our first Independence Day. He looked like 90 years old. So in 1947, India got independence. So 1948 minus roughly, he was 100 years old. So he might have born in 1848. What we just witnessed is known as anchoring. You anchored to 1948. Using this anchor, you ventured into uncharted territory. We all use anchors. When a person who has to set the question paper for UPSC, IBPS, RRB exams, he sees the question paper of past years, he gets to know what is the standard of the questions, what is the level of the difficulty of the question, and he sets the question paper for the upcoming year, seeing the anchor of previous year question papers. We see how salesperson set the price. Okay, this costs this much. And from that we negotiate. Okay, no, 20% less. We are very special customers. We also see the anchoring effect unknowingly when a movie critic tells, okay, this movie is 8 out of 10. We actually go to the cinema halls to see the movie. Anchoring effect. Okay, the movie is nice. He tells it. It must be nice. Interestingly, we don't see the flaws of the movie and we just see the good part, and hence first impression is the last impression. I'll say the first anchor is the last anchor. The problem with we humans is that we just don't use anchor when we need. We also use anchors when we don't need it. It has been proved by various experiments. Now, suppose I tell you what is the last 2 digits of your mobile number. I did this experiment. So people said, well, it's 95, somebody said it's 87, somebody said it's 03, somebody said it's 00. And when I asked, like, can you tell me what is the number of the countries which are part of the UN from African continent? People with last digits of their mobile number as 95 said, well, it may be a 103 or 90. People with last digits at 03, they said, well, it may be 20. They didn't need an anchor, but their mind took cue from the anchor already put beforehand. It was done in an experiment also by professors of the universities. So it's a well-established fact now. We all use anchors when we don't need it. The question arises, how to offset who is selling your product. You have to use anchor. You have to give anchor to the person, to your client. And it's very important to give the anchor at a very early stage, and it's done by the consultancy firms. For our other client, if you are someone who is given anchor, ensure, take your time. Ensure that you take time to come to the final decision. More information you get from the person who is giving anchor, the better it is. The better you will come to the final decision, right? Anchor, you can give a counter anchor. $5 million? No, I did it at $2 million. So we first discussed we all use anchors. Secondly, we discussed how even if we don't need anchor, we still use it. And third, we discussed how to offset the anchor. Day 66, Art of Thinking Clearly by the great Rolf Doveli. Thank you.